For a while now, my Ailite 120 litre dry cabinet has been full to capacity. I was thinking about getting a second unit, but last week it started to play up. The internal light started to come on by itself, the display would just disappear, and it would register some very low humidity readings, so it's obviously got a problem. I can't complain because I've had it almost 7 years, and these days not many electrical appliances last 7 years, so I've done quite well. The cabinet itself is still in perfect condition, so I'm hoping to repair it, but I'm not sure how long it will take to get the parts, and that gives me a problem in the meantime that none of my camera equipment has been protected from humidity, so I went out to buy a new unit. This is what I ended up buying. It's the Shutter B 160 litres. When I bought the first cabinet, it seemed that the predominant brand was Ailite, and nowadays when I look anywhere dry cabinets, they're all Shutter B. My intention was to buy the Shutter B 150 litre model. It's shorter than this one and wider, but there was one problem. Just like my old dry cabinet, with the Shutter B 150 litre, it only has 4 shelves. And what I found was that with the 4 shelf models, there's quite a lot of wasted space. For example, this shelf here, which has a foam cutout for lenses, when you put the lenses inside, there's quite a lot of wasted space above. And the new model I've got has 7 shelves, so it utilises space a lot better. The Shutter B 160 litre model has 2 dehumidifier units on the back, as opposed to my original cabinet, which just had 1. The Shutter B 160 litre model has 2 doors, which I find more useful than just 1 door. And inside you can see the 7 shelves, so it makes really good use of the space inside. Operation is really straightforward. On display it shows you the internal humidity and the internal temperature, and to set it you just press the set button and then use the up and down arrows to select your desired relative humidity. Once you've done that, press set again, and then it will automatically keep the internal humidity to the level that you've set. And there's also an internal light. As to whether you need a dry cabinet or not, it depends entirely on where you live. When I used to live in the UK, it was unnecessary, and when I left the UK in 2003, I just left all my camera gear in my attic. When I went back to get it 20 years later, it was still fine. Where I am now, in Southeast Asia, it's very, very hot and very humid, and it's really essential. The humidity just kills equipment. It causes rust, it causes mold, it causes fungus, it causes all sorts of problems. So it's really essential here. So it just depends on where you live. Regarding accuracy, I'm not really sure because I haven't got a calibrated reference, but I've set the cabinet to 50, as you can see. And at the moment it's reading exactly 50, which is fine. And I've put a couple of combined thermometer hygrometers in the cabinet just to check. This one reads the internal and external temperature and humidity, and internally it's 47% it's showing, and this other one is showing 48%, so it's fairly close. I don't think it matters particularly. Advice on the internet recommends 40% to 50% for camera gear. And as long as it stays 40, 50, 60, that's okay. What you want to avoid are the really high humidity levels, 80 plus. And where I'm in Thailand, during the rainy season, it can get up to almost 100. So I'm fairly satisfied with the accuracy. The cabinet comes with a 5 years warranty. There's not much to go wrong. My old cabinet went almost 7 years without having a problem. And if the manufacturer feels confident enough to give it a 5-year warranty, I feel confident too that it's going to last a long time without having any problems.